April 18th. Back at school. Alright, cool. I'm out of the hospital. Morning. You seem to be doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm alright. That's good. Hey, sorry to hit you with this first thing in the morning, but Akutsuki-san wants to talk to you today. Come to the 4th floor of the dorm after school, okay? Don't forget! Okay. What? That's enough about mammoths. I don't see the big deal. They're just huge elephants. And that wraps it up for the Stone Age. I'm tired of lessons about stones. I'd rather talk about the Sengoku era. Japanese history's not that exciting until then. Though I'm paid to do this, so I've gotta. Oh, it's tough being an adult. Next is the Jomon period. When do the samurai get their day in the sun? I'll just ask a question at random and call it a day. I'm great at my job. Hey, Junpei! What was the style of houses in the Jomon period called? How am I supposed to know about something way back then? Quick, Makoto, what the heck is he talking about? Mud huts. That's correct. Mud huts were built by digging a hole in the ground and supporting the roof. Oh, it's no use. I can't get interested. Oh, I want to get to the age of katanas. Everything else is so dull. Hey, I answered right. I don't get any credit? Ah well, thanks, Makoto. And they're happy about my right answer. Something important. I'm going home early, but apparently I'm going to walk through the mall first. The shopping mall is filled with people coming and going. There's no one in the lounge. You were told to go to the 4th floor. I see, so you're going to make me actually go to the 4th floor. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Here I am.
Ah, there you are.
She just said that.
I'm glad that you're okay. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat. Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
Hey.
How you doing?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
What a leading line. Excuse me?
I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere.
You mean that's not normal here?
Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
Between?
It occurs each night as the clock strikes 12. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Akihiko, why are you always like that?
Why do you enjoy
You
our
just
job?
got hurt the other day.
Now. He does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short.
What?
On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows.
Why do you have to
Mitsuru is the
register
leader.
your
I'm the club
extracurricular
advisor.
shadow killing squad as a school
A
club?
shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
How about fighting them? How do
Although
you do that?
rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by persona users. Which means it's all up to you guys.
Great. I see.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Alright, why not?
I was afraid you'd say no.
Why would I
Welcome
do that?
aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Hold up. Wasn't that... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anymore.
Ah! A mysterious voice rings in your head. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. So yeah, we're done with spell cards to create personas. It's an entirely different system that I'll get to later, but one of the key parts of the whole system is the social links, because the stronger the social links you develop with people, the better you are at fusing and creating personas in the Velvet Room. So we're going to be spending a lot of time talking to people and becoming friends, so that the power of friendship will fuel our destructive murder psyche monsters.
Hi, how are you?
I was better until you showed up. Oh. How did you get in here?
I'm always with you.
That's not the answer I was
Soon,
hoping for.
the end will come.
Oh, you're
I
just
remembered,
wonderful.
so I thought I should tell you.
The end?
The end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know what it is. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up.
Ah! Teleporting child!
Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
How do I report being stalked by a teleporting child? Somebody's gotta know about this. Alright, well, let's just move on with our life like that didn't happen. I hear something. It sounds like someone's calling your
Hey,
name from
it's me.
downstairs.
Can you come down here?
Sure, just wake me up on a weekend.
Okay. He's here now, so what's this all about?
Why am I still wearing my school
There's someone I
uniform?
want to introduce. Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy.
Oh, hey!
Junpei? Why is he here? Wait, don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
What's up?
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
You should have known when you noticed he had a different
I
uniform
bumped
than the
into
rest of
him
the
the
kids
other
at
night.
school.
He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember
okay.
much, but man, that's embarrassing.
So you told
He
us
said
about it.
that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
Didn't happen to me.
Big deal. It happens to everyone else.
Just
But man,
water off
I
a
was
duck's
shocked
back.
to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kind of lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
Huh? Yeah.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
Oh, we're gonna go do something? Sweetness!
With this many people, we can start exploring that place.
You mean Tartarus?
When I first played this game, the guy that introduced it to me
Tartarus?
told me that I
What's
reminded him
that?
of Junpei.
Sounds like
And I'm not
toothpaste.
sure if that's a compliment, but I'm gonna take it as one, because
We
I love
believe we
Junpei.
can find the reason for the dark hour there.
I
Yeah,
hope
sorry, I got
so.
talked over the plot there. Something called Tartarus.
The
It's
chairman will
important.
give us the details
We'll
tomorrow
see you
night,
later.
so be ready.
Alright, another conversation. Good morning. I'm always so drowsy on Monday mornings. Yeah, me too. The only thing you can do is sleep through first period. Wait, tomorrow's when we have morning assembly. Ugh, I'm too lazy for that. I'll just pretend I didn't hear. Okay. They'll believe you, sure.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute? Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
Oh, are we having that talk?
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Don't we have cell phones? Couldn't you just text us this? Or better yet, the lounge is the open, like the first room that happens when you go into the
she
dorm.
Didn't waste any time.
Just wait for us to come home and tell us to sit down and wait.
She's probably busy with things like student council. Unlike us.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
So when I
Well,
first
it's
played
not
this
that I
game,
don't like her.
I thought Yucatan
She's just...
was just an honorific. But as far as I can tell, Tan isn't actually a Japanese honorific, so I'm pretty sure Junpei's making a really dumb pun and trying to make her name sound like the Yucatan Peninsula. I could be wrong, but that's all I can find from my Google searches. Wild Duck Burger! That actually sounds good. Seems expensive, but yeah. Oh, this is the lounge. Okay.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only Persona users we had. But that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Sorry, I asked this yesterday, but what's this Tartarus thing again?
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The Dark Hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Oh, wonderful.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm sure he won't complain, as long as you don't go too far in. Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something we can avoid.
Relax, I've got your backs.
Oh, you fill
I'm
me
not
with
so
joy
sure
and
about
wonderful,
this.
like, confidence.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
The untrained rookie
I'll
has our
stay here.
backs.
As you know, I can't summon a persona.
What?
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
Why does our school look like the Colosseum to begin with? Hey guys, did you know Junpei has no teeth? I'll be honest though, this is pretty cool.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower?
The logical questions, thank you.
You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated. Who cares anyway? It's not like it would change our minds about fighting.
Why do we need to know
Well,
about this thing
maybe
we're
now
going
we'll
inside?
find
Let's just
out.
do it.
Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about
Why
the
does he
dark
have
hour.
the symbol for, like, a sharp note? Or no, a
Akihiko.
flat note.
I
On his
respect your
jacket.
enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying
his
us
vest.
today.
I know. You don't have to remind me.
Is it a Greek letter or something? I don't know. If it's a joke, I'm missing it. And here we have the main floor of our one dungeon for this game. So yeah, rather than lots of interesting dungeons, Persona 3 has done away with that and had one kind of boring dungeon,
It's
but
just
it
as
makes up
cool
for
on
it
the
by having
inside.
story bosses and things that happen outside. So
But it sure is creepy.
I'm going to spend a lot of time grinding here,
This is
apparently,
only
but
the
you guys are not
entrance.
going to see too
The
much of that.
labyrinth
I'll
lies
just
beyond
show
the
you anything
doorway at the
interesting
top
that
of the
happens.
stairs.
I'm not going to subject you to hours of climbing,
First, we'll have
climbing,
you three
climbing,
get a
and
feel
climbing,
for
and
this
climbing.
place. Why don't you go have a look around?
Okay.
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
That's right. We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
You're in charge.
What?
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
But he has fought them before.
Seriously?
What, we didn't
That's
bother
true,
to tell
but
him
there's
about that?
another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, so for some reason that I guess they'll get into a little
Yeah,
bit more.
of course I can.
Summoning personas in this game requires you to shoot yourself in the head with a
I
fake
think
gun.
so.
It's thematic,
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona,
but potentially
you're
problematic.
screwed.
I'm aware of that.
You see a strange door. Just wander off sideways, okay. You use the velvet key.
I've been waiting for you. The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
Power! Why does he always say it like that? It's great. The Tower of Power. The nature of my power?
Your power is unique.
I already said
It's
it.
like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce. But please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you.
So yeah, like I said, Igor's pretty
Until
much taken
then,
over
farewell.
Philemon's job. And I think he's much better at it, plus he's much more entertaining to listen to than Philemon ever was. If you've never played the first Persona games, you have no idea who Philemon is. And you don't need to. Igor is the secretive man in the Velvet Room who tells us what to do. But he's cool, and he'll help us with
what's
Persona
up?
Fusion.
You look like a zombie.
I opened this door, and...
Huh? What door?
This door.
Man, are you loco?
They don't seem to see the door.
Have you been nodding off? You seem kind of out of it.
Dude, you're supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game.
Come on, let's go.
Alright, so we're going to go into Tartarus for the first time, and before I do that, I'm going to save the game at that clock over there, because this clock is a save point. Alright, into Tartarus we go. Oh, and this is a teleporter. Yeah, it's a teleporter. We'll get back to that later. Can't use it right now. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Good luck. Okay. So exploring Tartarus requires us to climb up through block after block after block after block. Most of it is mindless grinding, followed by some gatekeeper bosses that we'll fight occasionally.
So, this is it, huh?
But unless something interesting happens, I'm not going to make you
hope I don't
watch
get
me grind all
lost.
the way through Tartarus. I'll just show you the important
Can you
bits.
all hear me?
Whoa.
And we don't have to go all the way
Is
through
that
it now,
you,
obviously.
Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's
Oops.
Well, that makes me feel a whole
Tartarus
lot better.
changes, huh?
now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution.
Okay.
Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
What, helpful? Alright, time to explore Tartarus. Let's begin. Keep in mind, these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. Okay. First, let's get some medicine. And so, also, unlike the previous Persona games, enemy battles aren't random! You can see them on the map and attack them! And avoid them if you don't want to fight. And like I said way back at the beginning of this, they're no longer called demons. They're personas. Or, excuse me, they're shadows. And that one hit me. So normally that would give him an advantage, but this is a tutorial fight.
About your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Nope, I think I can take it here. Thanks, Mitsuru.
Okay. Then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
So, I can use skills, which is, yeah, I can cast an Agi spell. Shoot myself in the head, summon a harpist, and kill that thing.
What a stunning victory!
I got Snuff Soul. Nice, that's one of the few SP recovery items in the game. So, occasionally, I'm just going to summarize what she's saying. We'll find one of these staircases. There are hundreds of these in Tartarus, but you have to go up every staircase you find because you're climbing Tartarus is the goal. So we're going to have another fight with a shadow here. She's just saying what I'm about to try and do, which is catch this thing by surprise and hit it first. If you hit it first, you get an advantage during the fight.
Now's a good time for me to explain it. Do you want
No, I don't.
the...
I understand how to do this. So I'm just going to hit it with a sword and save SP.
One more.
And I also, another thing that's changed from Persona 2, I have no control over my teammates directly. The only thing I can do is give them general orders. So if you want something specific done, you have to do it yourself, which is a choice I don't like, but we're stuck with it for this game. They'll change that in Persona 4, but until we get there, it's just a matter of assigning general tactics to my team and doing everything else myself. Alright, so she's saying that there's an enemy hiding behind here. He would jump out and get me, but because I have the map, I can do this. Also, I love the battle music in this game.
If you didn't already notice, would you like more?
No.
Then...
I understand how fighting works, Mitsuru. Shut up!
Yes, excellent!
Now, one thing Junpei is doing,
That one just won't die.
his persona has some abilities that cast from his health pool instead of his SP pool, which can make keeping Junpei alive a little bit difficult, but we'll see how it goes.
One more. Just one more!
Not bad, huh?
And now, this is primarily how you get new personas. You can either make them with Igor, which we'll get to later, or, like you can see there, that golden one on the left, that's Pixie. I can grab that by playing a simple card shuffle game here. So I just watch where that one goes, and voila! I have a second persona. It's much easier to get personas in these games than it was in the first couple.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Good for you. And so the other thing we could do with personas we'll get into later, but I can take ones I find in here and use them to create new personas. I'm feeling fine. And Takaba, yes, Takaba can heal us. She has access to Dia spells.
There is a... You can perform it.
No. So all-out attack,
There may... This...
I don't think I'm actually going to be able to do it because my fire spell will kill them in one hit if I do it. But I do hit their weakness, so I get one more attack, which is super nice. You can wipe whole groups of enemies like this, which is what I'm going to do here. All-out attack is if you manage to hit an enemy and you don't kill it with a weakness. Like if you hit it, you'll knock it down, and if an enemy is knocked down, it'll have to spend its turn getting up. But if you knock everybody down at the same time, the whole party can leap in and smash all of them for a lot of damage.
Consecutive attacks.
I'm sure we'll get opportunities to see it later, but as it stands, we're just going to wipe the floor with these monsters and move on with life.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
That's good. I'm glad I don't have no ability to grow. So the other option, since we already have Pixie, grabbing that won't do anything. I can either take the sword, which gives me a little bit of extra experience, or the coin, which is money. I'm just going to go for the little bit of extra XP so that I can... Oh, wait, that's not... What am I talking about? The sword gives you a weapon. It's the clover that gives you extra XP. So I have an imitation
My
katana.
skill level has
I might equip that on Junpei at some point, but not right now. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. I will never do this because it's stupid, but I can order them to split up, and they'll run around getting into battles where they are vastly outnumbered and get killed. So I'm just going to tell them
Everyone,
to
return
because
to
that's
the
really
leader.
stupid. I hate that feature. So that's the access point. I'm just going to check and make sure there's no more items on this floor. And like I said, most of the time when I go running through Tartarus, I'm not going to make you watch, because it will be a lot of very quiet fighting, where I'm just not talking, because I can't talk for hours of grinding. But, like I said, I'm recording everything, so anything interesting that happens you'll see, just... I'm not going to bother you with hours of grinding. Part of the reason I'm doing this whole this whole Let's Play is to provide the Persona experience without hours of grinding, so that's my goal. Alright, let's go back to the entrance. With the teleporter. People don't act very shocked by the fact that teleporters exist in this place.
So, how was it?
It was awesome!
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. We kicked some ass. But damn,
the correct term is whoop ass.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
A new challenger has appeared. And our social link leveled up. So what this is the social link for the Seas itself. Like all of us as a group. Levels up the Fool Arcana. But you'll see most of the other social links are not groups of people. It's just one person at a time. And you don't get them automatically. This one levels up as the game goes. You actually have to put effort into leveling up the other social links. Alright, so we're done for the day. We're going to go ahead and go back to the entrance. Or, excuse me, to the dorm. And we'll move on with our lives. Speaking of social links, here's our first one that we'll meet out in the wild. Hey, you're Makoto, right? Yeah, why? Man, I knew it! I heard from Junpei that you're pretty close with Yukari-san. What's up with that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyway. By the way, I'm Kenji Tomochika. There's a morning assembly, so we'd better hurry.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Please put on your glasses, ladies and gentlemen, for the main presentation. If they're not working,
So,
please see an
she did
attendant.
get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
Yeah, I try not to think about that.
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal.
Like a bunch of high schoolers
I'd
are going
like
to
each
restructure
of
their
you
lives to
dig
accomplish
deeply into your
anything
well
the
of
school wants them to
motivation
do.
and reevaluate your convictions. To imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you.
Did you write this speech to
That
give to a
is the
corporate
key.
board meeting?
I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang.
Wow, look at all these people
Amazing.
clapping with their brains.
So, do you have any idea what you just said?
Sort of.
Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
We're too scared of Mitsuru to laugh. Ugh. Alright, today we'll be going over Meiji-era literature. Open your textbooks to page 12. You know what, I'm tired of these textbooks. I just went over this novel in the last class. I've got a great poem we can cover instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen. Isolated cloud, suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. I'm not gonna go to sleep during class. Alright, Kenji, you'd better not be sleeping back there. You should be ashamed of yourself, taking a nap while I pour my heart into reading this poem that isn't in the curriculum approved by the government. For that, you get another essay along with your regular assignment tonight. And I'll expect a slice of cake when you turn it in, too. Are you... This school was just waiting to get inspected by the Board of Education. And don't cheap out with the store-bought stuff like last time. Don't think teachers are allowed to assign students to make them homemade cake. I don't know if it's different in Japan, but something tells me it's not. Alright, so finally I'm free to do stuff after school, including level up social links. So, I don't have any social links to pursue right now, but I will be able to wander around aimlessly hoping that I can find someone to talk to. PA room, student council room. When you were absent, there was an election for student council president. Mitsuru-senpai's speech was so cool, I voted for her. Everyone else looks so small compared to Mitsuru-senpai. Mitsuru-senpai. Okay. So yeah, I can explore the school a little bit. I'm not sure that there's any social links to be pursuing right now. But yeah, Gekukan is a pretty big place. And I think I'm also free to roam around the actual city, too. And unlike Persona 1 and 2, the gameplay in this is pretty divided between the sort of during-the-day social gameplay and the after-school, late-night dungeon gameplay.
Where?
Oh, hello.
Oh, there he is!
The Akahiko Sonata Screaming Fangirls Club.
Have you noticed how popular Akihiko-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I didn't used to talk to him much, but now I've got a good excuse. I know he's the captain of the boxing team, but who would have thought he'd be such a chick magnet? I mean, come on. You don't even see girls flock like that on TV. I wonder where they're going.
You've never seen 4 girls follow a guy before.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Hell yeah! What you got in mind?
What, does Junpei have a crush on
I want the two
Akahiko
of you to
too?
meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be at the police station. See you there.
The police station? You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who, these girls? I don't even know their names. They talk so much they give me a headache. Anyway, I'm gonna head out.
Captain
Don't
Social
keep me waiting.
Skills!
Oh, why can't he be more friendly? But that's what makes him so cool.
Man, how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them. Oh, well, let's go.
Alright, let's go to the police station. Our idyllic rainbow school. So, this is the overworld map. We have Gekukan High School, where I am, Polonia Mall, which is over there and is apparently inside of a dome, Port Island Station, Iwatodai Station, the Naganaki Shrine, and the dorm. So we need to go to the mall. But as we play the game, we'll be exploring all these areas. There are an array of shops here. A lot of these places boost social skills, which we won't be needing to grind this time around. Because obviously you don't want to watch me go into the karaoke store 450 times. Instead, we're just going to go to the police station. There are also shops here. It's kind of the main shopping hub if you need to buy stuff.
Thank you, sir.
What's with the uniformed
These are the
carrot?
guys I was talking about earlier.
Kurosawa.
I was waiting for you guys. This is
came
Officer
right here.
Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. And this is from Ikutsuki-san.
Really? Sweet!
Oh, sweet, 5,000 yen!
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like. Officer Kurosawa has connections, but these things still cost money.
So we're buying
Of course they do.
weapons
Nothing in
from
life
the
is free.
cops.
I realize that. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks again.
Nothing in life is free. Are you, like, related to Trish or something?
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city, regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right.
Selling swords to teenagers! Yeah, so, you can now buy weapons and armor here. Crazy weaponry available here. We'll come back at another time. I have no need for these things at the moment. I already have a weapon, so I'm not going to bother spending money on one. Only 5,000 yen? I'm going to take off now since I'm in a bad mood. Later. And Junpei has left, which gives us the perfect opportunity to explore the blue glow under the stairs. And, go talk to Igor on our own terms. Ah, there you are. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Well, I suppose it's time for me to explain what I really do here. It is my job to create new personas. But in order to do so, I must fuse your persona cards together. In other words, I shall merge them into a single persona. The number of personas you have buried within you is approximately 170. We've never seen a visitor with this many possibilities before. If you establish social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas too. This should prove very interesting. So, as you accumulate cards, please bring them to me. How may I help you? So, this is now how you get personas in Persona 3. You take persona cards that you get while exploring Tartarus, so for example I have Orpheus and Pixie, and you fuse them together. So I could fuse these together into Apsaras, which I don't want to do right now, because I know I can find Apsaras on her own. That's not a good use of personas. Later on you can also do some other things. You could spread triangle and you can fuse 3 personas together. But I just wanted to show you the Velvet Room, because I'm going to be in here a lot fusing personas, but right now fusing 2 level 2s for level 3 isn't really a great use of my resources, so I'm not going to bother with it. And then Elizabeth here will sometimes give us stuff to do as well. She's like the attendant of the Velvet Room. If you watched my Persona 1 and 2 Let's Plays, you may be wondering what happened to the singer, the demon artist, and the pianist. I have no idea. They never show up again. They're just gone. Maybe they went to wherever Philemon went. Maybe Igor just fired them. I don't know. But yeah, I could get coffee, I could get... that's coffee. This is a store, an accessory store. Nightclub over here. Just like a antique shop, a pharmacy, a record store, and an arcade. None of this is really helpful right now, so we're just going to go ahead and go back to the dorm for today, because there's no social links available, and there's no point in grinding social skills at the moment. Going back to the dorm will pretty much end the day, which is fine. We have plenty of time to do stuff later.
Welcome back.
Perfect timing. I'd like to speak to you for a moment. Regarding our exploration of Tartarus. Akihiko is still on the mend, so for now, I'd like you to lead the team. You never know what a powerful enemy might appear, like the one you faced the other day. It's best to be prepared, or else you may find yourself in a difficult situation. So, whenever you'd like to explore Tartarus, just let me know, and I'll gather everyone there. Also, since I'm sure there are other things you will need to take care of, you may go out at night if you need to. Well, that's it. Keep up the good work. I'm now able to go out at night. I should also be able to go to Tartarus soon, which would be great. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. So at night, we can go back out. And pretty much the only place we can go at night is the mall. I'm just going to show you. Most of the time, I won't make you watch me travel all over the city. I'll just play the interesting parts, obviously. But since this is the first time, I'll let you see what's around. Hello, young man. Say, have you heard anything about this business of ordinary, healthy people changing overnight? Yeah, I know all about it. Well, obviously, it's all over TV. So yeah, normally you can use this if you want to buy items, you need to go to the Velvet Room, or if you need to grind up a social skill or something. But so for right now, I don't do anything here. I'm just going to go back to the dorm. But eventually there will be social links available at night too. There just aren't any right now, since we're at the beginning of the game. And if you're wondering why days are going by glacially slowly right now, it's really just because of the really extended tutorial they've got us doing. Things will pick up a little bit once they stop teaching us how to do everything. Can we go to Tartarus tonight? Yes, I will redeem tonight by going to Tartarus and making my way up through several floors. So, this time I'm not going to make you come along with me. If I get to a boss or something interesting, I'll show you, but I am just going to make some progress through Tartarus by myself here, because it will be really boring to watch me do this, because I've watched other people try to play this game and include the Tartarus bits, and it is hella boring. Oh, this is important. Mitsuru says that a few floors up there's a barricade preventing you from going any higher. The tower seems to have a number of these interspersed among its floors. I know I told you that the layout changes each day, but these barriers seem to be in fixed locations. Therefore, I'd like you to try and reach the first barricade. I'm counting on you. So yeah, basically, the goal of Tartarus is get to the barricade before each story boss fight happens, which the game will tell us when that's going to happen. And that's what I'm going to try and do. So, we're going to go up as high as we can today.